everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the knee-slapping K-pop podcast. I am Kayla, and today I am here with Sammi.
Hello.
And Maria.
Hey, y'all.
And we're here again for a worst of the years list of 2012.
Oh boy.
A time. Truly a time.
A year.
A year. A lot of groups are the same as ones we have seen before.
And yet a lot of groups are a lot of groups here for a one and done.
Yes. Yes.
Where this is the worst thing we've ever made and we'll never do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully.
It's a wild list, honestly, looking at it right now.
It runs the gambit.
It does run the gambit.
Right, so shall we begin with number 10?
Mm-hmm.
A wild song that, for some reason, began something that continues today.
I know. Who knew how influential it would be at the time?
I know.
Good lord, yeah, this was wild. You know, and you know, really all you have to thank is Hyundai for this existing. Thank you, Hyundai. Because at number 10, we have what SM has termed the unique unit, which features Eunhyuk from Super Junior, Taemin of SHINee, Kai of EXO, Henry of Super Junior M, Luhan, former EXO member, and then Hyoyeon of SNSD with their song Max Step. I think I got everyone, right?
I think
Yes.
that's
Yes.
everybody.
That was something.
This is like the
This
group
is
that
original
does Zoo.
Zoo.
This is what we did
This is
that in
original
2012.
It's
It's
if
also
the
kind of
the group that
original
did Zoo,
Super M.
but they had a sponsorship with Hyundai for some reason.
Yeah, you can't tell me. Yeah, and you know that if they could have gotten a sponsor for Zoo, they would have.
They probably would have.
And
We
also,
say
this is
Zoo
sort of almost
specifically.
original Super M.
Right. We call it Zoo
It's more
specifically
original
because
Zoo.
there's one woman in here for
One
some
woman.
reason.
Yes, it's the original SM supergroup.
Yes.
If I'm being honest, this is my favorite of the SM supergroups because it has the better people in it.
Yeah, and it's kind
In
of
that
camp.
it has no NCT members in it, and it
Yes.
is so camp.
It's kind of camp in a lot of ways.
It's so camp. I kind of like it for how it's not good. It sounds bad.
It's a
but,
bad
like,
song.
Everyone is just sort of giving it as much as they can.
Yeah.
Like they're trying.
Right. And you know what?
And-
I can't be mad
No.
that they're trying, I guess.
And like if I have to pick between listening to this or Zoo, this 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, easily.
1,000% before Zoo. Because Zoo is just boring. Zoo is uninteresting. Zoo is too NCT.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
Zoo
Giselle
is
not
just
giving
mostly
much.
NCT.
It's NCT and Giselle, who is Aespa is female NCT, so like it's just NCT.
Mm-hmm.
This has character. This has flavor.
Yep.
This sounds like shit.
Sounds real bad.
But it's camp.
It's so
Much
camp.
like how Hangover would be the worst song of the year if not for Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
This song would be way higher on this list if not for
If not it
how
being as
camp it
camp
is.
as it is, yeah.
it's so shiny. In the like adjective shiny, not the group. In that
Right,
everything just has a sheen to
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yes.
like Metallica everywhere,
so
which if you think
fun.
about it, fits in with the car theme.
It's very plastic.
For being a
It's
Hyundai
amazing.
promotional single thing, there's not a lot of cars in this music video, from what I
No.
looked at,
Nope.
which is
Who
kind of
cares?
interesting.
The background looks like a fender, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the front of a car.
It does.
But otherwise, who cares? This isn't here to sell cars. This is here to sell camp.
Yes. It's so funny in a lot of ways.
It's hilarious, weirdly.
And it was wild when we went back and watched this to see Henry there. And I'm like, you forget
I
it. You
know.
really forget about Henry until
really
you're
forget
confronted with him
Henry
directly.
Was a K-pop boy.
Yep. And
It's
he,
a lot.
in a lot of ways, he wasn't a K-pop boy because he was relegated to Super Junior M and that was it. But, you know, he did solo music,
But
so.
he had a Korean solo stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's just giving it 110%. It's weird. the song structure is also very weird.
There's like the whole song is just weird.
I just look at this and I'm just like, what the actual fuck is going on here? That's what I do. I just look at it and I'm just like, what's happening?
I think it says more about SM Entertainment that they've made so many other weird, bad units.
Yeah.
That this is up there as like,
this is the best unit, the best
Honestly
one.
Speaking, it's bad, but like it could be so much worse. That says more about SM than anything else.
This was also at the time in K-pop where like Hyoyeon couldn't interact with all the rest of the men, so like she just appears during her part.
She appears in the last chorus, and that's it.
It's like, sorry, I was too busy the other day. I can't film with the rest of you.
Even though she's there for like the whole song at parts, you hear her voice through the whole thing.
Right, but Hyoyeon is only allowed to be there for a very small amount of time.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
So moving on to number 9. We have a group, not their first appearance, not their last appearance.
Yep.
We have 21 with I Love You. I love you.
I love you.
So 21's a weird group.
Very strange. The more I look back on 21, the more I'm just like, yeah, that electronic sound did not age well, did it?
It's weird.
Like, their music did not age well. It's just super weird.
It also doesn't fit them.
No, not at all.
When you think about it, yeah.
Like, if you think about what in your head 21 is, which 21 is, what is, oh my god, I Am the Best, that song, right?
Yes.
You listen to every other song they've made, it does not fit that aesthetic at all. All their other songs are, like, not that. And it's so weird that 21 made, like, a song that fit them perfectly once.
Right.
And then everything else, when you go back and listen to it, does not work.
The only, I would say there are two, because that and Fire, but they're both so similar.
Fire,
Those two. But all of their other music is so weird.
Debut.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything else is just, like, weird, like, either, like, weird love / like, like, I Love You is, like, such, like, a weird heartbreak, like, almost ballad song.
Yeah.
And they do it a bunch, and I don't
we
think
do a bunch of that, and then
them.
we do, like, weird electronic, like, dubstep type
heartbreak
ballad
but, like,
things.
for some reason they
really
do
weird.
There's a surprising amount of ballads in the 21 discography, or like pseudo-electronic ballads in the 21 discography.
Right.
And it just doesn't work for them.
Uh-huh.
I want 21 out here being badass bitches.
Yes.
And they are that rarely, for as much as their, like, reputation is that they were that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't, which is weird.
It's weird, yeah, because it's really, they have those two songs, and it's like, you forget about all the other weird songs they have that just are not, they do not fit them at all.
Yeah, it's just like, and I guess this one is like, what gets to me is like, I don't think it's completely horrible, but there's something about it that just makes the group sound very monotone when they sing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like,
it's
are
you
you like heartbroken? Are you in love? I can't tell.
Are you constipated? Like, it very much depends on what we're getting here.
I was gonna say
it could
that,
be
but...
any of those. Because
are you trying to?
They're not giving emotion.
No,
they're not giving that much emotion. They're just giving uncomfortable, and that could be for so many reasons.
Right.
That could be because YG calls them ugly every day of their
lives.
They
have a song called "Ugly,"
and that's the most emotion you hear at a 21 most times.
I know.
Is in their song "Ugly" about how their CEO calls them ugly every day.
Terrible.
He's such a terrible person.
It's awful. Freaking hate him so much.
There's really nothing to say. It's such a
it's
a
weird.
Song.
It's like 21 is a really weird group. Every time we look back on it, and I'm like,
it's just like, oh
weird.
god.
I feel like their reputation and their actual music
is different. They're very different. Yeah,
it's
so different. It's like the intersectional, like, crossings of those concepts are like,
I know, it's so
wild.
weird because they have such a strong group identity.
They do.
We're having so few songs that fit that identity.
Right, it's really weird when you sit there and think about it, where it's like, they really don't.
Say, it kind of just proves YG has, like, a lot of good branding.
Even when they only have 2 songs that fit that branding, but it was their entire identity as a group, so...
I think it's just because the members fit that identity, and I think that's the identity they wanted.
That's true, yeah.
And they just never got to keep it. Speaking of groups trying to build an identity.
Yep, alright. So, at number 8, we have, a weird pre-debut subunit situation happening here.
Yeah.
Very confusing choice all around when you look back at it, but we have a JJ project with Bounce. JJ Project is Jinyoung and JB of GOT7 for people who are unaware, but this was before GOT7 existed.
Yep, this is pre-GOT7.
Yep.
This was
very weird song. Super weird
boy.
song.
It's so bad.
It
too,
varies
because
so greatly from what
are-
GOT7 eventually does, ultimately.
Yeah.
In a weird way, yes.
Okay,
and
maybe
no,
not early
because
GOT7,
it's
but
just-
eventually, yes.
Well, it is very early GOT7 in a lot of ways.
This fits perfectly with like super early GOT7, like A era GOT7. Like the problem is that they made essentially GOT7 song, but like for as bad as the GOT7 rappers are, they're better than the GOT7 singers.
These
at
two
rapping.
are these two who are the
not
vocalist of GOT7 who are rapping half a song now. It's like, okay. Alright, this is a choice.
And also, like, these two are not that they're not, like, fun, happy people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the people who are gonna be out here making a party song. They're not the 2 members of GOT7 who should be making a party song.
No, absolutely not.
Like, they go on to revive this subunit later. And the song that they make at that point, very different.
Yes.
The song they make is like a pseudo-ballad that shows off their vocal ability.
Right,
like,
and that's what that
this
should
group
be.
should have been
That's what
making
this
the whole time.
Yes. I did have a really weird realization about this song recently, where this song sounds like a JYP the Man song.
A little bit,
Like
yeah.
it feels like
It might be.
it feels like a song he would do, except if he were doing it, it would be like weirdly sexual in a way, and like a little
You know
bit
that
creepy.
The bounce would be a bounce of a body part.
Yes, like it would be definitely like a little bit creepy if it was a JYP the Man
Yeah.
song.
You know that all the backup dancers would just be women. And
Yes,
that's
like
that
it would be
bring
like
the
it would
creep
be a
back.
different song in concept, but the song like
Yeah.
musically it feels like something he could release as a soloist.
Yeah, I could see it. You'd have to change very little of it to make it a
Yeah.
JYP the Man song. But yeah, no. This group, it just feels like 2 talented people and like a song that's not the worst thing I've ever heard,
Right.
but just a bad match.
Like a bad utilization of both of those people.
Yes. It's just a
Yeah,
weird
it's just
song.
I don't know. It's just like something I just remember watching the first time. I was just like, what the fuck is this? JYP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about the potential upcoming group from these guys. So the confidence kind of low.
Because we're 2 years pre GOT7
Yeah.
at this point too.
And the thing with it is that, like, debut era GOT7 up to a certain point is very this. It fits, like, with that. This could have just been a GOT7 song.
It could have, but
Only
it's like
I think that they were ready way earlier than the rest of GOT7 was. The rest of GOT7 still had to go on Win
yep,
and have a cameo in that show.
have an icon battle,
Have an
winner battle
with
Day 6 as well.
with like 2 members of Day 6.
Mm-hmm. Back when they were gonna put Young K in a boy group.
Oh god. Young K did not seem happy
Nah.
in that era of his life.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
All right.
confusing all around, that song.
Confusing for everybody.
Yep.
Well, no one else is confusing?
This
This other weird pre-debut song.
Yes. I feel like people are gonna not agree with this one being here,
People
though.
are not going to agree with this one.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
People-
We never asked
this
for
is
people
not the
to
most
agree
eg-
with what we put on these lists
This
anyway.
this is not the most egregious thing we've ever put on our worst list.
Definitely
the
not.
last time we put a song by this. No. Not the last time. The time before. The first time we put a song by this group on there, I think, is the most egregious.
Oh yeah, that
To the
one is
people.
definitely the one people would be most mad
The
about.
first
that.
time.
All right, so at number 7, I feel a little bit conflicted, but I think I know why it's
I know.
here. I think I know why. I would put it here for that terrible rap verse, but this is one of the pre-debut singles from SM's former premier boy group EXO with the song History. Yikes, those rap verses though.
Depending on how that album sells, they might still be SM's premier boy group. Considering I would not be surprised if they can sell better than NCT.
I think EXO is so past their prime now that I don't expect them to
Maybe.
sell more than NCT.
Yeah, but also NCT is also, I think, so far past their prime. What was their prime?
I don't know if they had one, but that's not a conversation for 2012 K-pop.
That's not a conversation for 2012 K-pop when Jisung was 5.
Mm-hmm.
How old is
He was born in 2004? Jisung?
He was born in 2002.
Two.
So he would have been 10.
10 years old, Jisung.
When Jisung was 10 years old. Not to put that in perspective. Hey, the youngest girl on Are You Next would have been born.
Oof. That's a big yikes.
No, she would have been 1. Sorry, she was born in 2011.
Oh god.
Still, oof. But to EXO,
Yeah.
this song sounds so fucking weird.
It's a weird
This
song.
is more of that electronic hip-hop bleeps and bloops.
Yes.
We don't love the bleeps and the bloops.
No.
We don't. It's
Can we also talk about the weird pants move as
the
well?
shimmy,
I don't
the
love
pants
that. It
move
looks
with the
super
hands in the
weird.
baggy
They'll,
pants.
vibrate the pants.
Also, those
move.
pants, oh my god. Those pants, that was a time, man.
The pants are bad.
Oh man, it's it's such a 2012
It is.
pants
Pants?
situation
Oh my God.
though.
Yeah. The drop crotch, thank God
Yeah.
we got rid of that. But what I'm saying is that this is very, not that they were trying to be hip-hop, but that they were trying to do more rap is
Yeah.
a mistake.
Yeah.
Is a mistake. Also, I forgot about how weird EXO K and M are in that, like, you watch the video and I'm like, that's not EXO. That's
Yeah.
not enough people.
Right.
There's only 6 of them.
It's really when you're confronted with you forget how EXO was when they first were EXO.
And I don't even realize why people thought that was
Yeah.
a good idea.
it wasn't a
'Cause
good
it
idea.
wasn't.
It wasn't.
that's why it
is the
failed.
answer. This
And
is
that's
just
why it
Lee
failed.
Soo-man's weird obsession with J-pop for some bizarre
I guess
reason.
so.
Yeah, the C-pop aspect of EXO is
Yeah,
so
and then of course
weird.
it's the
Yeah.
whole split idea with M and K, and that they were pushing that.
It's so bad.
It's so, but then also it's like SM in their
I'm just
history
so happy
mistreating
with-
half, giving them an
Yeah.
excuse to clearly mistreat half of their
Oh,
group.
yeah.
Like,
And even the Koreans that were being mistreated within, because you cannot tell me that the K members of M were not also just
they
being treated
definitely
like
were
shit.
being treated like shit with them.
The K members of M, just Chen and Schumann.
Just Chen and
specifically.
Schumann. Yeah.
Just Chen and Schumann.
Yep.
It's so
Ugh,
bad. It's
Ugh.
so bad.
Debut era EXO was truly wild because this is also
Yeah.
when they were pushing the superpower.
That's right. That
thing,
whole
space.
everyone has a superpower
Yeah.
thing, and
I mean, let's be honest. SM kept pushing EXO to weird superpowers for years.
I
First
mean,
it was the space.
I mean,
then it was the
being
wolf.
honest, they're still doing it now because people like Kai's weird teleportation thing was in his
Yeah.
solo debut. So
Yeah, and then you had everything about power and Coco Boppe.
yeah,
It's always been that.
It's around.
But it was worse in the beginning.
yes, because that was when we were really like they're aliens and they all have superpowers.
It's not that the concept is aliens, it's that they are.
They are aliens.
and
fuck?
they continue that
It's
for
like the
a
whole
hot
concept
minute,
of the
you know?
exoplanet
They
situation.
continue that for
yeah.
a while. They are forced to continue that for a while.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately. But yeah, no, this song is just a bad idea.
Mhm.
They don't fit this concept. It doesn't work
No.
for them. I don't know. It just feels very not EXO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like
And every time we talk about EXO, I'm also confronted again with Chris, and I'm like, I don't want
I
to
know
see
it's
Chris.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That's the one thing about it being M and
For a little bit when
M
they did
and
that.
K.
Yeah.
If you're just watching K, Chris isn't there.
You don't have to deal with Chris, but you know.
You don't have to look at Chris. They realized that their rapping was not their assets,
Yeah.
but their burden to
Yeah.
bear.
Yes.
The big
yes,
burdens
yes.
to bear and take care of.
What if Shiny has Minho is out here holding the rap down more than like 6 people in EXO combined.
Honestly,
There's
that's
like 6
sad.
rappers in EXO
Sad.
at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had Chris and Tao.
Yep.
And you had Chanyeol and Sehun.
Yep.
And then you had like 2 more people that were like sometimes rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kai would rap.
Kai would rap
Other
sometimes. Yeah.
I feel like Schumann used to rap every once in a while. Like there'd be more
Yeah.
rappers. Lay used to be a rapper.
Lay.
That's the
Oh,
word.
yeah.
Like there were like 6 rappers in EXO at one point.
I
That's
forget
too
him.
many.
I completely forget Lay is an EXO. I'm not gonna lie.
I completely forgot
Because he's
about
the
Lay
only
until I
one
said
who
his
didn't
name.
like have a lawsuit, and then he's just
Yeah.
like off to the side and isn't around. So often I just completely
And
forget
then I think he
he's
just
there.
wrote out
Yeah.
his contract until he
Probably
was able
because
to.
XM was willing to cut a deal with him, because he might have.
Well, SM was willing to be let. I feel like SM probably cut the same deal with him that they did with the rest of them, which was like, if you do any Korean stuff, you have to pay us. And he's like, okay, bet. And then he just never.
And then
did
he just
Korean
didn't come
stuff
back.
Again. He's just like, okay.
He
I will
was
not step foot in
CGI'd
Korea
into
for the, next 10 years.
the Don't Fight the Feeling, whatever that
Oh,
one
yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah. I want to know if Korean schedules means that, like, did he have to pay them for that, or does he have to be physically on Korean soil? for
Right.
that? It could be either way.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this was a they get better.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
They do.
They don't do this. Ever
They will
again.
they will do get better music eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually. So then at number 6, oh boy, we have Tiara with Lovey Dovey.
Mm.
Ah, you're gonna hurt me.
If
Ugh.
this is Tiara's never been good.
This
I
was
don't like
fun.
Tiara's music.
This
I
was
don't like
camp.
Tiara.
It's not though.
This was not
This was
camp. This is
pretty
too
camp.
boring to be camp. This is too boring to be camp.
This is one of those things I look at it, I'm like, this is just dumb, and it sounds
this is
bad.
just boring. Like I'm so like a weird little retro repetitive little beat. What is this giving? The other thing is it's one of like it has the same thing that a bunch of sexy songs do, which why the fuck can't I hear them over the mix?
Yeah, the song
They're
is
mixed
mixed
so
really
low.
bad. Yeah.
It's mixed so poorly. They're mixed like they want to hide that and I'm like thankful that they want to hide it because they're
Mhm.
singing like 3 keys too high.
Yeah.
They're singing way too
Tiara
high.
in a way reminds me a lot of Crayon Pop, but but sexy and more
Crayon
electronic.
Pop, but if Crayon Pop, but if you took anything like interesting and different about Crayon Pop out,
Yeah, if
because
like
I can see why people would like Crayon Pop.
yes.
It's a harder time to see what people like about Tiara.
It's like it's weird because they're just we're back with the weird electronic noise, and the song it just sounds the same the
Yeah.
whole way through.
It's just chorus for like I think over half of it.
Yeah.
It's so much chorus.
And
And
for
it's
some
so
reason in the
long.
music video, the zombie apocalypse
Oh
is
yeah,
happening.
that's right. And they're dancing
Sure.
the night away, doing the shuffle.
other
You know,
thing-
honestly, it's camp. They
and-
do the shuffle to get away from the
It's not
zombie.
camp. It's just what is camp about it?
It's just
What
entertaining
is
to
so
me.
out there that makes it camp though?
I don't know. It's
Because this is
addictive.
the thing where it's different than Crayon Pop, where it's like they're dancing like a really stupid dance, but at least in Crayon Pop, you know
Yep,
it's for a
there's some-
joke. It looks like they're trying actually, and they just look like they're
And
bad
the
at
thing with
dancing.
the shuffle is that the shuffle is a dance move. They didn't invent it. They didn't do anything interesting with it, and they just made it. It doesn't fit the vibe of the song they're doing.
Also, half the choreography of the song is literally them just like doing like the musical
They're
theater,
barely
like step
moving.
back and forth. Yeah.
They're not doing much. It just feels. I think it's too lazy to be camp for me. Like it's just.
And it's
Like, I
also
guess,
it's
I
not
don't
like
know.
ridiculous enough to be camp. It's like
It
it's
isn't.
kind of boring.
I think the thing with camp is that you have to go. To be camp for me, I think you gotta go hard and you gotta like go 100%.
Yeah.
I think they're going maybe 75%.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Max Step is more camp.
Right, because that's going so hard, Max.
Yeah. They're committed.
Okay.
I don't think Tiara. If I will say this, if Tiara had turned full zombie, and not the half-ass zombies that they do at the end of that video,
Right.
maybe it would be camp.
Maybe.
They don't go full zombie.
Yeah.
They don't get the zombie makeup that like like if they went full zombie like the zombie makeup that's done,
Yeah.
maybe.
I can
But
see
they get
other
like this
Tiara.
half-ass zombie
I can see
makeup.
there are other Tiara songs that I would consider more camp than this
Yeah.
one.
The
This
one
song
that
is
comes
just
to mind for
weird.
me is Bo Peep.
Bo Peep for
feels
sure,
more
yeah.
camp. This one, a lot of people like it, and I just think that it's just
A
like
lot
the
of people
worst
like
of both
Tiara
worlds.
as a whole.
A lot of people
We
like
are not
Tiara,
those
that's the thing.
people.
My thing with Tiara is I don't know what I would get from Tiara that I couldn't get from like 5 other girl groups at the time. Like Tiara in the same vein of like Kara and like kind of girl generation of this era.
Yeah.
And like there's like
And even like
and,
Rainbow,
Apink
like
of this era, Rainbow of this
Yeah.
era. Like there's like so many other girl group options.
yeah.
Who are kind of doing this style. That like, what am I
Mhm.
gonna do with Tiara?
Yeah.
Tiara who are doing it about a 75%.
Yep.
When everyone else seems to be doing it at 100.
They're committing. The other groups are doing the same thing, but they're committing more fully to it for sure.
Mhm.
So number 5,
A returning player.
returning player. Shouldn't
Oh,
be surprising
boy.
at this point. Oh boy,
Boy.
we have FX with Electric Shock.
Electric shock. Na 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 na. Electric. Na 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 na. Electric. Na 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 na. Electric shock. Na 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 na. Electric. Na 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 na. Electric. Na 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 na. Electric shock.
Electric.
I mean, I will say
Tasers, y'all.
we have electric shock. We have a lot of. There's the same reason the electric shock is here that like Rum Pum Pum was here last month,
Yeah.
and that other
Four
FX
Walls.
songs are constantly here. 4 Walls. Let's get the stuff that's the same out of
Amber.
the way.
Yeah.
One, Amber still
Amber.
bad.
Amber.
That's
I
really
like that we're going. It's
so
very
much
funny
of
because
it
we're
is
going
Amber.
backwards in time. That as we go backwards in time, it's not that she can improve because we're going backwards.
right.
She's only
So
getting
she's only
less
gonna get
experience.
worse. The
She's
farther
only
back
gonna
in
get less
time we go.
experience as we go back.
Yeah.
But she never improves.
True.
That's one thing.
She
The
feels
rest of
about
members
the
of F-
same the entire
Yeah.
career.
She can't improve because we've already gone
The
to
fact
where
that
she would have
she's
improved.
here is
and that
really the
doesn't
big
work.
thing, though.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that Amber's in this group really bringing them
More
down.
stuff that is the same. The rest of the girls are used to the worst of their potential.
Yes.
The song does not fit the girls. The song does not work with the girls. So, like, that's.
I think it has
that's
a little
stuff that
bit
is the same.
more the vocals are used a little bit better in this than like in Rum Pum Pum, but like
It's less high pitched.
yeah.
But I think the electric beat is worse in
Yeah,
this than
it's
it
got
is in
more
Rum
of the
Pum Pum.
electronic noise happening in it.
The bleeps and the bloops
The
are
loops and the
terrible.
bloops.
There's just kind of like it's kind of like a weird production style that just
It's
doesn't
weird,
mesh well
and I think it
in retrospect.
doesn't
It's
work.
weird,
It doesn't
yeah.
mesh well. The outfits are kind of
And it's another one where I think it's mixed so poorly that you can barely hear.
shit. Is this the
the
hairstyle
girls.
Crystal had that was zigzag crossed, or am I thinking of another previous comeback from them?
I don't think so.
No, okay, so her
No, I
hair is
don't think
more
so.
normal.
Yeah, but I will say that like I can barely hear the girls because
Yeah,
the bleeps and bloops
the
are so
instrumental
loud.
is so loud.
Yeah, which I don't like.
Yeah.
And I think mainly because this song is so boring. Can we talk about a thing that's happened on so many videos on both our best and worst, which is embedded ads?
Oh yeah, they're
Oh,
We've
they're-
entered
God.
the era of
There's
embedded
so
Right, the
many of
genie
them.
ads, the freaking
genie
everything
ads, there's
ad. Oh my god,
everywhere.
every SM music video would advertise that shit.
Oh, the one on this video is everything.
Yes.
Oh god, it's so
the
bad.
the embedded ads.
Because unlike for people that haven't seen that video in a while, it's an ad on the video, not on like an overlay. So there's nothing you can do about it.
Right, it just
It's
lives
in
there.
the video.
It lives
for
there.
companies that don't exist anymore.
Yep.
That just aren't around. You can't do anything with the information.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Thank God.
No, thank
those
God.
ended.
Thank God.
This song's just. There's nothing about this that we haven't already
That
said.
we
about.
have
Honestly,
already
yeah.
said about
I mean,
FX
FX
multiple times.
And the problem,
B-sides are
and
better
again,
of FX.
I will continue to say, if this is the first time you're seeing it, the problem is not FX. The problem is SM. SM
Yes.
does not know how to use.
They
any
never
of these
did.
No,
moves.
absolutely not.
They
Yeah.
never did, and they never will.
Yep. They will never figure that out.
But
Ugh.
onto a group that I think this is their one and done.
Yeah.
I don't think they end up on our.
This is
any
the
of our-
only time they're ever on a list, generally, which is
Yeah, I think
unfortunate they're on
we
a
never-
bad list.
Yeah,
But
it's unfortunate.
the rest of their music is
It's
not bad
solid,
at all.
But it's not music
Often.
that we listen to that we're gonna give a top 10 slot
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
But here they are.
Yep.
Yeah, at number 4, we have Apink with Hush. Yeah,
So
I was reminded of this song
this
existing.
is here because Apink has never
Yeah,
sounded
weird.
worse.
weird.
So weird.
Why specific? Like they all sound bad. They all sound so much worse than they've ever sounded.
Yes.
But specifically, why does Eunji sound like that? on the
Eunji sounds the
chorus?
worst I've ever
She
heard her
sounds
sound.
so. And she's a good sing. All of Apink are good singers.
Yes.
Why do they sound like this?
And Apink for so long of their career was the like very typical cute girl group. But for some
And
reason
this
this
is
song
still
is
in
like
that era.
sexy.
But not because they make them sound like 2 pitches higher, so they
Right.
sound like more childish.
Yeah,
And, like,
but,
they are
but
in
then
heels,
they're all in
but-
heels, but it's weirdly sexy, but not sexy. It's like
And then Eunji just sounds so bad.
it's the worst I've ever heard her
And,
sound,
like,
and she's such a good singer.
singer.
Such a good singer, and she sounds so bad.
What do I do with this? It's so weird. Like this is really just a good group being given a shit song. Like
Yeah.
there's things that not even good groups can say.
There was no saving
it's
this,
this
song,
song.
from Apink.
No, it
yeah.
sounds so bad. And this concept can be done before. Like Mr. Chu is sort of this concept. No is sort of this concept. It's not this bad. Though.
Yeah.
Those songs sound good.
Yes. This
Also, why are we covering Mr.
Mr.
Chu
Chu.
again?
I
Speaking
know.
of songs I want covered, why did we
Yeah,
stop
that's a
covering
good
that
song to cover.
Yeah. Very cute.
I need more
Very
variety
fun,
in the.
very fun song.
It's such a good song. Cover Mr. Go
I
back
like
to
Mr.
covering
Chu.
Mr. Chu K-pop girl groups.
Mm-hmm.
I do too, and I think it works. And I think that song would be such a good song for like the 5th gen to cover because we're
yeah.
back to that sound.
Yes, yes.
Ugh.
This is just like
Don't cover this song. Don't
such
cover
a
Hush.
weird song. It's like the only song they do that sounds like this for years. Like,
Yeah, and it's the only song that ever sounded bad.
yes,
Like there's songs I'm not a big fan of from Apink. Like there's things I didn't love,
hmm
but it's not because they ever sounded bad.
right.
And that was just my personal music taste.
the only
They
one
sound
where they
bad.
truly sound bad. Like they do
Yeah,
not
it's
sound
like
good.
I was like so disappointed when I heard this. I was just like, what is this? It's like
I know.
Oh God. At least I moved on
It's
from
such
that.
a weird
God.
song.
They did it once and then never again. Really, so
They did it once, realized how. I can only imagine after they heard what this song sounded like.
yeah, they're like, nope,
I-
that
it's
was
like,
a mistake.
nope.
Can't do that again.
Never again.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Mistakes were made.
Yep.
Mistakes were
Mistakes
greatly
were
made.
in these times.
God.
Oh God. And up next, we have another K-pop boy group that had a recent
A
comeback.
K-pop boy group that I think is
Why
going to
is
show up
that the
again
theme of the
eventually.
last
The second
couple of
gen
boys?
boy groups really making a comeback
Are
in the year
really making
2023.
Man,
Comeback.
this one's an interesting history
To
of this
like
group too.
variable
with
success
such varying degrees of success.
and like execution, but you know,
So at number 3, we have U-Kiss with Dora Dora. So,
Oh boy!
You
Also,
kiss.
first
You
of all,
kiss.
I got shown the
What does
album
one
packaging
do
for
with
this
You
album.
Kiss?
It's shit. It's like long, obtuse it's like really weird. Look up an image for this album packaging. It's like, what the hell? What were they thinking?
But this song is so weird.
It's so weird sounding.
This song just sounds bad. We're a little bit in the electron. It's like weirdly
No, it's
mix
not.
of the
But it's like
electronic.
there's something about it that's
Why-
off.
They sound
They
bad.
sound really
They
bad.
sound really bad on this
Yeah.
song.
There's something about it that just sounds off.
And it's the singing. It sounds
The singing,
which is
so,
a lot of times
the
is like talk,
singing-
singing, rapping, and it's really
Yeah.
bad.
The thing with it is that I think they're trying to sound dramatic,
Yeah.
but they're not allowed to actually sing.
Yeah. Because
So
it's a
half
lot
of
of it
them
is
are
in the
just
whisper
talking.
singing,
True.
Yeah,
like adjacent.
which is essentially just them talking, and like then it just sounds like a bad monologue.
yeah, and it's like
I don't know.
they're also it's like they're trying to be dramatic, but they're not fully committed to the dramatic at all. Like
No.
it's only a little.
I think
bit
they're still
committed.
trying to look cool, and the thing with
Yeah,
the
they're
dramatic,
too
you gotta
preoccupied
like
with looking cool.
you really have to like let it all like just be focused on the
Yeah.
drama,
Yeah.
not the cool.
Yeah.
And then there's
I
just
don't
also
know,
just
and
like
then just-
I don't know. It's like weird seeing
feel
like
like-
Eli and Kevin again.
I don't like.
I don't want to
seeing
see Eli ever again.
That's why I could not even listen to the recent You Kiss comeback. I was like, I cannot support this
I
man
never
coming
wanna
back to the
no.
K-pop
After being a
industry. Are you
deadbeat
kidding
daddy.
after abandoning his
Deadbeat
children.
me? Literally
child.
ran
One
away
child.
to America to abandon his child in South Korea.
I
like,
hope
are you
his kid is
kidding
getting
me?
whatever meager profits come from this Yuki's comeback. I
Mhm.
hope some of them go to that child.
I would hope.
Also,
so.
it does make you side eye the rest of the members of UKIS to be like okay with a deadbeat
I know.
in their midst. Because like there's been like 10 members of UKIS. It didn't need to be Eli that came
Right?
back. There's so many.
It was
there's so many
honestly, it
former
was
members of
shocking to
UKIS.
me that Eli was one of them, and I'm like, you have got to be. That was such a bold ass
A
decision
scandal,
to come back to
truly.
South Korea after you left
It's
your
such a-
child here.
It's such a shameless
Yeah,
decision.
It's so
it's like,
shameless.
wow.
Like
It's such a
absolutely no
shameless
shame.
No
decision.
shame whatsoever.
Can you tell we don't like deadbeats on this deadbeat
Or
fathers on
parents,
this
deadbeat
podcast?
parents.
But specifically it's always
It's
like
so
specifically
much. It's always the men.
there's so many deadbeat dads in K-pop.
There
Yeah.
it is.
There's like at least 2.
It's happened like more than once.
twice.
There's at least
It's
two.
happened twice.
Yeah.
It's at least 2 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There's 2. And then
And
I
who
don't know.
knows
And
how
then-
many of them there are that we don't even know about?
that we don't know about. There's 2 that we know about. It's like him and the one member of
Top Dog, yeah.
This is still when Kevin was a K-pop idol.
Right? And Kevin as a K-pop idol,
It does.
Feels
weird,
Considering
yeah.
he's also now
Yeah.
a musical.
now he's been in a
Yep.
musical again.
He's been on a
That
Broadway
failed
show.
really
Yep.
quickly.
Tony nominated Broadway
did
show.
Yep,
not
yep.
last long.
Ugh. But yes,
Luna
I
also
don't-
in a Tony nominated Broadway
Luna
show.
is
Well,
also
they
in a
didn't-
Tony
they didn't win
nominated
anything,
Broadway show.
correct?
No, it won nothing. It won
Brilliant.
absolutely nothing. It was only nominated for 2 like technical.
It
Tonys.
got music and choreography,
music
I think.
and choreography.
Yeah. And
but
one
it's like
neither.
it was. Yeah. Was it? No, it wasn't even orchestration. I think it was like lyrics
Which, like,
or something.
yeah.
the songs weren't really great from that. And the dancing
The
was
songs
kind of
were
the
bad,
songs
and
were
so was
actively
the
bad.
choreo.
Yeah, the choreography
was
and
the
the songs
choreo.
were actively bad.
And so was the wardrobe. Thank God that didn't get
Oh
nominated for
boy.
anything. There was rumors that was going to get nominated for wardrobe, and I was like,
Like,
I
absolutely
hope not.
That is like of everything, the wardrobe
Yikes,
was the
that just
worst
wasn't
part.
Yeah.
good, honestly.
But to get off of K-pop
Yes.
the musical, this song is so
Yeah.
shitty.
I know. You Kiss as a
UKIS
group.
is a weird group.
Such a weird group
Truly
to begin
is.
with. Yeah.
Because they were like that group that like everyone knew but never got super popular kind of deal.
But also, no one really had
Mm.
strong feelings about.
Yeah.
Like, I never met like a UKIS fan.
But I think
Like,
the closest
everyone
you get
has,
are
like,
people
a
who are
fan.
like really big fans of Kevin, and that's about it.
People that are very big fans of Kevin, and I feel like like anybody that was a fan of Kevin left UKIS.
Yes,
like,
we're
just
not
like, okay,
fans of
he's
you
out?
Kiss.
Cool.
Yeah,
And they floundered for a couple of years, and then
they
just
did,
sort of,
and then
we thought it died,
we
and
thought
now
they
they're
did.
back.
Yep. They also have that one really weird song where they're having a threesome in the music video, and that's
Oh, that one.
a choice.
That's a weird song.
Yeah. Their entire
It was
career
one of
full
their better
weird
songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is one of their better songs, but
Mhm.
that's kind of all I can say about it.
Yeah. What a choice.
Oh boy,
all
these
around.
next two.
Oh,
boy.
The
interesting.
next two.
Very interesting.
Yep. So, number 2, we got another girl group. We have Oh My God by Girls' Day.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, god. 정말 눈치끝이 하나 없어, 없어. 정말, 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 정말 너무 답답해서 미치겠어, 겠어.
Early Girls' Day is such a weird time for them. It's super weird.
Song is so weird.
It's so weird.
like we're dealing with like so cute, so out of their range. It's got like the weirdest
It
video
really
I've ever
is.
seen.
It's just what the hell
There's
is happening?
people in animal masks.
yeah.
Right?
There's a giraffe.
There's a giraffe and a camel animal
a
mask
camel.
specifically.
There's an astronaut.
Yep.
There's like they sound
They
absolutely
sound like shit. Like, I'm sorry, them singing "Oh my
Yes.
God" it's just not it. It's not it.
This was way.
Like-
This was really before Girls' Day figured out
Yeah.
what Girls' Day was as a group. Like it's really
Girls' Day should be
bizarre.
doing?
Yeah,
And the thing with it is that like this is a group that
Mhm.
can sing.
then they will go on
Li-
to make really good music.
They will go on to
Oh,
make
yeah.
such good music. Even just like the next year.
Yes.
The next year they come out with like female president. They come out with like I think
Expectation has to be around
is-
this era. Yeah,
is the next year.
yeah.
Like all these songs come out like the next year and they thankfully never go back to whatever the hell they were
this
doing
is.
in this.
Yeah,
Because early Girls' Day was cute, but it never sounded that bad.
they were also in the weird like cute but sexy
Yeah.
concept of K-pop, which is really one of the worst concepts
But
you
like
can have.
the concept is bad, but like it never sounded this
No,
bad. And then like thankfully the next year they figured out what they were doing
Right.
and like did that forever,
Mhm.
thankfully.
Yeah. This was just not good.
But like this
This
was
is-
just such a bad idea.
this was not
It's not
it.
good.
It's not the way.
No, absolutely
It was
not.
not it in any capacity.
Cute sexy is such a bad idea.
That's a
as
concept I would
concept.
like to never see again. Like from anybody.
Absolutely.
Like that concept. We have to
Thankfully
let it
that
die.
concept has sort of died.
It died with the sexy concept, which is good, but
Which is good.
it's just such a
Thankfully,
it's such
that's
a
all
bad
gone.
concept.
And like the weird thing, and I say this, I say it for like the Apink song, I say it for a couple of these songs, I even say it for most of FX's catalog.
Yeah,
You can tell that these people are trying.
right.
They have not given up
Yeah,
on the song that they are singing. The problem is that it just makes them sound like shit.
Yep.
Like there's only so much you can save in a song like this.
I know. Ugh,
Ugh, it's so unfortunate for them.
it really is.
Number 1, an icon.
Wonder Girls.
With the DJ is
The
mine.
DJ is mine.
DJ is mine, and girl, you're wasting your time. He only rocks to my music. He loves the way I do it all night. The DJ is mine, my baby, the DJ is mine.
So here's the thing there's so many things about this song.
Yeah,
I think
there's a
we gotta
story
go like
behind it.
A lot of
chronological.
things of note.
One,
Yeah.
Nick Cannon is in the video.
Nick Cannon.
So is JYP. Just putting that in there. So is JYP.
JYP
So
the
JY
man,
but, like,
yes.
I
but
ex-
also,
but
but,
here's the thing.
but I mean, that's not
But here's the thing.
surprising.
I
Nick
expect
Cannon-
JYP the man to be in a Wonder Girls video. I do not expect father of 75 Nick Cannon to be in a Wonder Girl
Uh-huh.
music video.
But he's
But
here.
then we get the weird. This is a theory we have about this music video,
Uh-huh.
which is I think that they're trying to hide the fact that these girls are Asian.
Yeah.
They are. They are.
It
in
is so
the dimmest
poorly
lighting.
lit, the whole music video.
And then half of them are blonde. Half of them have like this, like anyone that they can like mask as not being fully Asian. I think they are trying to like make them racially ambiguous.
And it also feels like they definitely like either did something to the saturation of the music video to make them look more
Yeah.
tan, or actually just like had
Or
them
just
look more
got
tan.
a spray tan. Yeah. Just between the hair, the makeup,
Yes.
the lighting or lack thereof lighting. Like, I think they are actively trying to hide what these girls look like, because also this is around the time of like their big like push into the States.
Yeah,
their
this was the Nickelodeon
push,
movie era of
Nickelodeon
Wonder
era.
Girls.
which is what comes to the next bit. The thing that everyone forgets is that this is a collab
Yes.
with the Schoolgirls.
Yes.
Which is a Nick Cannon produced
Yeah.
girl group.
Yep.
And they sound about as bad on this song as you think they.
Yep.
I mean, everyone sounds bad on this song
Yep.
because also
Nick Cannon
all of
also
them-
was like an executive producer on this, like on the Wonder Girls Nickelodeon stuff. So that's like he was
Yeah.
playing a big part in that entire thing that they were doing.
like the Schoolgirls also
They
had a
did,
Nickelodeon
yeah.
movie.
Yes.
But also it was, at least from the cover, having never seen it, it appears that they had like kicked out, or the not white ones chose to leave, because there's like they're like multiracial, as every, Nickelodeon pushed like group was at that era.
Uh-huh.
And like on the poster, I think all three of them are white.
Uh-huh.
So either they left, or I don't know what's going on. Also, the worst part of this song is you forget that there's like a rap battle halfway through it
Ugh.
between the two groups, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
You really forget until you get to the second verse of the song that the Wonder Girls only sing half the song to begin
Yeah,
with.
I think everyone has gotten through, because everyone's heard of this song.
Mhm.
They got through the first chorus and been like, okay, I get it, and then you don't continue, and it gets so much weirder as you go on.
Just everything about the song, the Nickelodeon of it all,
Yeah.
the Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
The Nick Cannon.
Cannon in a Wonder
spreading
Girls
his
video.
seed everywhere, Nick Cannon.
Father of 75.
Father of 75,
No.
Nick Cannon, come on.
Well, how many kids does he have now? Like 12?
Too
Yeah.
many.
I think it's 12.
The DJ is mine, though. It's so basic, and the
It's
the
they
auto-tune
sound
is
bad because
asinine,
it's
and just
well, because they're trying to sing in a language that's not their first
well, yeah, I
language.
know
They
why
don't
it's
seem
asinine, but
like talk about not committing. I think they're given 50%.
Yeah.
They do not care.
I
As
really
they
would
shouldn't.
love to
As
know
they should
what their
not.
opinions on the entire Nickelodeon situation was.
Era?
Like, I would
The
love to know
Nickelodeon
what they
era?
actually thought of that. Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I'm just happy that they did like 2 songs and
Mhm.
it's over.
Yeah.
Because one of them was gonna end up on this, because we were thinking about this or the Like Money,
Yeah.
because both of those are iconic and bad.
Mhm.
hmm
But something
There's
about
something
how
there's even-
confusing the DJ is.
There's so many things going on in this one that I think warrant it to be here instead.
Love Me is a little too basic.
Yeah.
There's less going on.
hmm
There's something about the DJ is Mine where we get the other girl group, we have the Nick Cannon, we have the lack of lighting,
the weird
the way everything looks.
rap battle in the middle of the song. It's just a lot of things are happening.
You know, the other thing is I'm watching Like Money right now,
oh
Uh-huh.
god, like money.
and here's the other thing. There are, and I don't know if this is just a thing about the American industry that was trying to hide the fact that all these girls were Asian.
Uh-huh.
There are like no close-up shots of these girls
Yeah.
at all. They are only shot from a distance and in a wide shot of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see their faces
No,
that well.
you
Like,
cannot.
they're lit, but like if you don't know that they're Asian,
They're trying
I
to
don't
make them
know.
specifically
They're
like racially
trying-
ambiguous.
racially
Yeah.
ambiguous, because trust me when I say that, like that, and that's more the American music industry
yes.
just trying to be like, we can't sell a group of all Asian girls.
Yep.
No,
There's no
way.
close-ups in that or the DJ in Like Money or the DJ is Mine.
Yeah.
Also, more of that song is sung by Akon than I remember.
It's
It's
so
like
much
a good
Akon.
half of it.
I share my birth.
so
I have the
much
same
Akon.
birthday
A lot
as
of
him. It's
Akon
so
in that
weird.
song.
It's a lot of Akon. There's very few goddamn close-ups on any of those
Mm.
videos, and that's very telling,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying. But that's
That's been 2012.
2012.
In the worst of the year.
2012. Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
What a time.
2012.
What a time we're having.
I mean, we're getting there. We got 3 more of these to do.
3 more to
Yeah,
go.
We're
Past.
getting there. We're almost there.
I
It's
know.
impressive.
Yep.
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 So, we are available on all major podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We also have a YouTube channel where we post all of our episodes along with fun clip videos occasionally as well. And with that, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.